Fortune 50 chairperson that's trying to come forward?
Yeah, chairman, former chairman. He's getting up there. He's about 79 or 80.
He's still active? Oh, former chairman.
But he has the documents and the information. He wants to come forward with them. But when he reached out to me last year, they threatened him and his family and his grandchildren.
Is he a money guy? Is he financially free?
Oh, sure. I mean, my God.
So how do they threaten him? What do they say? How do you threaten a person like that? What are we going to do to you?
They just kill your whole family.
No, who calls a person like that?
Really spooky people. I've had them appear in my life and threaten me. I say, buzz off. But I've had 4 people on my team killed.
4 people in your team killed?
I have. And when Mr. Grush was asked about this at the House Oversight hearing last year, he said yes. And because when Mr. Grush was working with people that I had been briefing to give information so he could begin to drill down on this, but he was not a direct whistleblower witness. He's called a whistleblower, but he's not. He didn't directly deal with the technology or the programs. He was investigating them on behalf of folks that I was given information to tell them where to go. Like I told them exactly where to go in the high desert of California to find this stuff, or wherever. So, but someone asked. One of the members of the committee, I think it was Congressman Burchett, who I've been working with, asked, "Well, have people been killed?" And of course, a few months earlier, I think it was January of last year, there was a peripheral person on that team who was killed because he stuck his nose in the wrong place. So people are very naive, frankly, if they don't think this kind of corrupt power. Think of the worst thing you've ever heard about the mafia or the mob on steroids, hypercharged on steroids.
But let's stay on that.
That's what you're dealing with here.
So
they're thugs.
4 people that were killed on your team, they're public? How were they killed and how recent was it?
Oh, this goes back in the 90s.
What were you talking about? What were they talking about or digging that cost them their lives?
They were deep cover sources giving me information.
So they had jobs.
Before I had good security in place. And I didn't have what I have in place now, which I call...
Can you say what they did for a living or no?
Well, there were various. Well, one was a military naval intelligence guy. One was CIA. And one was an assistant of mine.
It was an assistant of yours?
I'm a good friend.
How did he get killed?
She.
How did she get killed?
It was basically a chemical weapon that was induced a very aggressive cancer very quickly. And, I have an FBI lady on my team who's a special agent. And she said, we have 150 substances like that.
150 substances to inject cancer into somebody?
Or brush up against someone or do something that will kill them, yeah.
Brush up against somebody, like there was a movie I watched about the brushing up to somebody that...
Oh, absolutely.
So that's not just a movie. In real life, they can do that as well.
Oh, 100%.
Okay, so let's go back to this. So this
is, but let's go back to the point I'm making, and that is people are afraid. And they should be. Now, this is why, going back to 94, I asked the president at the time, Clinton, to do an executive order protecting high-value whistleblowers and witnesses, whether corporate or government, military, CIA. And no one would do it. I have a big announcement. I'm saying this on your show now because it starts June 20th. There is a special access project that has been stood up that is going to provide this kind of security and protection to whistleblowers and high-value witnesses that are been sitting on the fence coming forward. This is a big announcement. I hope this goes viral because that's what we need. Now, I asked the Congress to put that in a bill, but they're not quite at the point where they realize lethal force has been used. They're still a little bit naive. And so since lethal force has been authorized, in fact, not long ago, there was a meeting in a SCIF talking about engaging the wet works. Wet works is a term for assassinations. It used to be an old Soviet term, wet from blood. But those sort of operations is not some kind of movie. It's real. I've dealt with it. And, this chairman of this huge former chairman of this big Fortune 50 corporation, he regrets what he did. And he has stated to us that the whole world decades ago could have had quote unquote free energy with these technologies. And look at the state it's in.
So let me ask.
He really wants to come forward, but he's scared. So I'm saying, look, I'm going to just try to set this up.
I see what you're saying.
So this is a big announcement that there's, I can't say what agency it's under, but it is an authorized special access project that can monitor security and provide security. And
to whistleblowers.
To whistleblowers, yes, and witnesses, people who have been in these projects, seen things, that want to come forward, or they may have documents like this gentleman.
Is this an agency that has a lot of credibility today?
I don't think any government agency in the United States has a lot of credibility today.
Is this a three-letter agency that we're familiar with?
It would certainly be known by any educated American, but I can't comment beyond that. But I will say that the people in it are all folks who had been in special forces. And they are not in the military now, because you can't do that. Of course, military can't act domestically, but and they're wonderful people. And so I've been working with these folks for a while, providing them an unredacted version of the archive we just released. Meaning unredacted, it has all the names. It has 760 some whistleblowers in it. Now, if you go to the archive, you'll see, I think we have 120 some whistleblowers and witnesses, name, rank, serial number, and their video testimony. Not one or two, not five. So what's in this archive, if the Congress held hearings starting next week from Monday through Friday, 9 to 5.
These are the names, May 13, 2024?
Yeah, look at this. Yeah, it's 700 and some. But the first 100 and some are people we've already interviewed. We have their DD-214s, discharge forms. We have video, most of them on video testimony.
Are these all public?
It's all public. Anyone with a computer on planet Earth can see these.
Can they see the videos, or that's being released?
Both.
Is it already released?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what's the website that they can go to?
We have to put that up. This is a DP, like Disclosure Project Intelligence Archive. It's DPI Archive.
DPIA.
Yeah. Oh, well, archive. Yeah.
We'll put the link below. We have it right there. Yeah.
We just released this last week, and of course, we had about thousands of bots that invaded the site, tried to shut it down. So we are asking people to register. It's free. We have a crowdfunding program because it's probably going to cost us, I don't know, tens of thousands of dollars a month in usage fees. But the reason I did this, and I've never done this, if you want to hear an interesting backstory of how accidents happen, weird, like, why would I do something like this? And this is all stuff out of my own archive, 34 years of accumulated information. And in it also is the black site list, 150 some black sites, where they are, and also links to testimony from witnesses about what's there underground in deep underground military bases or SCIFs, secure compartment information facilities. So some of them people have heard of, like Nellis Air Force Base in Edwards. Some people know, most people never heard of.
Black sites. CIA controls black sites used by the U.S. government in its war on terror to detain people deemed to be enemy combatants.
Well, not that. That's what we have various sites, but I'm talking about where retrieved UFOs have been put, where reverse engineered objects are located, where the man-made ones are. When we knock one down with an electromagnetic or weapon, a directional energy weapon, where are those taken? Where have they been studied? All that's in the archive. So it's a massive data dump.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.